In the last video, we took a look at Nashville's Centennial Park and at its marvelous Parthenon in the middle of the park. But there's also other structures there that are very interesting. Among them, this sculpture that is dedicated to women's vote in Tennessee. But the one thing that probably draws most of the Nashville population to the park is the Sunken Garden. It's a beautiful garden containing plants and flowers that just decorate the entire garden. A full spectrum of color decorate the flowers in this garden. But it's not just the flowers that draws the people from Tennessee to this Centennial Park. There's a special bench there that people like to go to as well for a very special reason. In fact, if you're a Taylor Swift fan, you probably already know about this. In the middle of the park is a special bench that was made and placed in 2023 by the city of Nashville. It's known as the Taylor Swift Bench. In 2020, Taylor Swift recorded her song Invisible String, in which she spoke of spending time in Centennial Park just reading books and waiting for her new love, which she sings in many of her songs. Nashville placed the bench in Centennial Park and happened to choose the Sunken Garden as its location. And since then, it's become a favorite for many people in Nashville and Taylor Swift's fans. When Centennial Park was first opened during the Centennial celebration in Nashville, this area was known as the Lily Lake. Later, in 1922, it became a Japanese garden. In 1949, it was converted into the Sunken Garden. Many of these plants provide the flowers that the bees collect pollen and the juices for their honey, which I mentioned earlier in the first video. They send to an island, or they have a hive on an island in Lake Watauga, where they actually harvest the honey for sale. You would think that the bees would be kind of angry that I was filming, but they're really too busy to worry about this guy with the camera taking pictures of them, collecting all of the nectar so that they can take it back to their hive. Here in Lake Watauga, the bees fly back to their hive and deposit the nectar as honey, and the staff collects them and packages them and sells them to people online. The Sunken Garden can get pretty busy during music festivals and sometimes can be rented out for private parties. So the fact that I arrived here and it was relatively empty was quite fortunate. As you leave the Sunken Garden, you might take note of the bridge that connects Lake Watauga to the rest of Centennial Park. Built in 1906, this bridge represents the first concrete bridge that was constructed in all of Tennessee State. This concludes the second part of our visit to Nashville. In the next visit, or the next part, we're going to visit the Country Music Museum, which has a lot of interesting details and connections to music all over the country, including Hawaii. Thanks for watching, and aloha.